Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, live from Youngstown Studios in Youngstown, Ohio. It is the Boom Boom Room with Ray Boom Boom Mancini. I am your Spit Bucket Man, Viking Jim. That is our cut man, Joe Danier. Ladies and gentlemen, your host, beloved by all, number one in our hearts, former lightweight champion of the world, Raymond Boom Boom Mancini. Hi, Ray.
Hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? I appreciate that. See, again, these introductions, man, getting better and better. I got to tell you. But first and foremost, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you watching. But I got to apologize, and I mean this sincerely. I got to apologize to the people out there for our show on Tuesday night. I won't say it was terrible, but it was all over the joint. It was all over the joint. It wasn't good. It wasn't good. We apologize for that. We tried to do something different with the Man on the Street episode, and people were texting at the time, and I didn't see it obviously because my man Vike, you got to be on top of that, bro, because they were saying they couldn't hear us. People couldn't hear us.
We needed another mic, right?
Well, I
apologize. I apologize because the thing that happened is I ran into an old friend I hadn't seen in years and years, and it just turned into whoopsie. And then she bought me a beer, and I'm sorry, man. I dropped the spit bucket, right?
Yeah, but I mean, because no respect. People kept texting they couldn't hear us. Sound was no good. And when I saw the replay, I agree. Now, believe me, this is on me because the first thing I'm gonna tell you is, I made every mistake you can make to teach you in, announcing 101. First thing, I was all over the joint with the mic. For whatever reason, I was thinking, why, I don't know, that I had, when you have a mic usually on, when I do a show or everything, usually tip a mic on your collar, and then I had the mic, and you're supposed to go, to the guest or whatever. I kept thinking like I had a mic on, but I didn't. And I actually thought that the mic that I was handing out would be able to pick it up anyway. And it didn't. So when I was all over the joint, all over the joint with the mic, which is, again, terrible. You're supposed to have it steady, hold it to your guest, bring it back. So I apologize. No, really, I'm very serious that it was a terrible show in the sense how we produced it, how the production value was not good. It was a fun show to do. I think the people enjoyed it. But if you can't hear it, what good is it?
We'll try it again with another microphone. And your defense, Ray, though, too, you're not used to having your fist stuck out that long. You're used to yanking it back.
Well, yeah, I kind of put it out there like this. I put it out there thinking it would pick up, but it didn't. The mic didn't pick up anymore. And you got people sitting back. Plus, there was a lot of people on the street, so the noise of the street, it wasn't good. It wasn't good, and I apologize for that. So we're going to try it again, get it better. And for those who were watching and say, hey, I can't hear you, I can't hear it, I do apologize for that because I saw those later on and I felt bad. So, with that being said, I'm going to take my ball and go home. Now, again, we will get it better because we'd like to do, I like the idea of the Man on the Street. I think the people enjoyed it. I think where we were at, they certainly enjoyed it. Look, they got a lot of free publicity. Ain't paying.
It's always that.
Yeah, but it was a good thing. It was a good thing in theory. In reality, it didn't work out so well. But we'll make it better because we're gonna try it again. But this time we'll have it right. I'll be better. I'll have my textbooks and read my textbook before I do do it again. Do the interviews. Keep that microphone steady when I'm talking. Don't be moving all around. Bring it over to the people's, underneath them, their mouths so you could actually hear them. It was bad. It was bad. So anyhow,
we can get a second mic too, man. I could have been the mic. Ray, I could have been the mic boom guy, but I'm sorry I got distracted again.
I know. We run on we do this show on a shoestring budget. But Joe, you gotta have another mic somewhere, bro. You gotta have another mic. Only one, ladies and gentlemen, we only got one.
Well, it seems to me this young man has a picture of Nikola Tesla on his wall somewhere. I think he might be able to figure something out. Right. So, just saying, Joe. Just saying.
And talk about a few things here. A couple things in the news that I saw today. I thought it was interesting. John Schnatner, the CEO of Papa John's, the Papa John guy.
Yeah.
whatever his real name is, John Schnatner,
Shanter, something like that. I saw it too.
Schnatter, Schnatter. So whatever that is.
Make sure
He used a racial slur at a conference call. A racial slur in a conference call in May with executives and a marketing agency, his marketing agency. So they were doing a conference call. He was on with executives and a marketing agency, and I guess he used a racial slur. But I said, well, what's the matter with this guy? But then I was reading more, and what he was talking about was how the NFL, his view was for the NFL to take a stance that all NFL players should stand for national anthem. That he said the NFL's got to take a stand, and he downplayed the significance of the different comments, saying that, and people would come saying, no, that's a right. So he downplayed the significance of other people's comments, and he said that Colonel Sanders used the N-word in the past and did not face public backlash. But when he said he didn't say it like he said when he said it, I thought he used it in some form or fashion. We're talking about the NFL players, but no, he was
historical context.
Exactly the sentence I'm saying. He said that Colonel Sanders used the N-word, but he said the word in the past and did not face public backlash. Well, that's different times, different place, different, but because of that, now he's stepping down as the CEO. He's stepping down, and NFL, man, they kill me. The NFL.
I can hardly watch it anymore. Right, honest to God.
They're not having him as a sponsor. They gave it to Pizza Hut. Can you imagine that? They took it away from him, and they gave it to Pizza Hut. They took the contract that he had. Obviously, it's a great contract, and as you can see, Peyton Manning became a partner of his in several of the franchises, and Peyton Manning did, was the top spokesperson for them, and they were the. I didn't realize they had a deal with the NFL. Well, because of that, the guy's stepping down, but they're taking. Why would you take away from the company? The guy's stepping down, but now they're handing it over to Pizza. Yeah. First of all, they're both terrible pizza.
Hey, you're from Youngstown now.
Man. No, that's right. And everybody knows you come from this town. We have some great people. Mom and pop places. Ain't nobody. We got several places. Mom and pop places.
You can't swing a dead cat without hitting a pizza joint in this town. I'm sorry. I just angered PETA. I'm sorry. Anyway.
Bada boom. And so I don't know, man. It's just. I thought it was stupid, and to take it away from the guy stepped down already. He recused himself from the company, stepped down. But you're hurting the investor, people who got stockholders in the company because of this guy. He made one stupid thing. The pizza's the same pizza. The pizza ain't gonna be any different. It wasn't good then, it ain't gonna be good now. So why would you take it away? Give it to Pizza Hut? Was it even a worser pizza? Like that word worser? Ain't no such word, but that's what I'm saying. No, it was worser. And it's worser than that. Yep. Oh, God, come on.
Hey, you know what scares me about this seriously, though, Ray, is what context did he use the word in? Because if he was saying, one time Colonel Sanders called a guy blank, it wasn't like he was calling guy blank.
He was.
And here's what scares me. That's
exactly right.
When you get afraid of words, because, yes, it's a terrible, awful word that shouldn't be used, but when you get right down to it, it's a word. And when we start being angered by words, we are no more than beasts. No, none of us.
I don't,
Just my thoughts.
I don't know, man. The guy used it and said, first of all, it's interesting. We've got a different setup today. Mike's on camera. We usually talk to Mama. But there he is, ladies and gentlemen, Vikings Jim, in case you didn't see him.
I put on a clean shirt for today, right?
There you go.
Is it distracting you?
No.
I'm trying to kind of stay motionless,
See, a little different.
If I move over a little, we can do a ventriloquist act.
There you go. I mean, you never know what you're gonna get on the show here. But yeah, I thought that was interesting. Reading that in the NFL gave contract and. Plus, here's another thing.
Ray, real quick. Johnny Sikora says the NFL should give their pizza contract to Bellaria.
That's it. Belly in line. Now, Johnny Sikora, because his mother it's his grandparents that started. Johnny,
Oh, yeah,
Johnny's
yeah,
mother
okay.
was, Johnny Score is my neighbor my whole life.
Johnny
Franny
says
Bell.
he says Cambridge Avenue in the
Cambridge
house.
Avenue, literally right across the street. And Franny Bell, Fran Sikora, and her sister, but it was her parents that started Bell, and from thus Belleria. Johnny, you ain't right. You ain't lying. Give it to the Belleria pizza, man, because that pizza up there is terrible. I mean, Pizza Hut, Papa John's. Oh, come on, man, Papa John's. Come on, man. They don't
All right,
do pizza.
well, see, I'm gonna throw a wild card into the show. Give me your top 5 Youngstown pizzas.
I can't do that.
All right,
I can't do it because
you got
I love
more than
them all.
5 because you got more
They're
than
all
5.
part of my. But I know everybody. Right? That's a dumbass question to ask me. Tell me the 5.
They're all good.
All top 5 in my book.
It's a trick.
All of them.
It is
every single one I eat. You're top 5 in my book. Number 1 in my book.
And that's true, man. There is no top 5 because there's more than 10.
Yeah, man. There's no. So that's it. But how about this? Another thing. He has a deal with the Louisville. Now get this, Louisville University, the football stadium at Louisville University has a football. But this is like kind of cool. The deal is with himself, not Papa John's. So, and he has in his contract that if he leaves the company, that he can rename the stadium. He can't. It's in his contract that he gets to rename the stadium. If he leaves Papa John's, which he did, he can rename the stadium. So right now it's Papa John's Stadium.
But he could name it after himself if he wanted to.
That's what I'm saying.
Depends on how big of a narcissist the guy is, but that's weird.
It's the deal's with himself, not the Papa John brand. So the deal was if he leaves the company, which he did, he can name it anything he wants. I would name it something else. That's what I would do. Name it. Get your pizza somewhere else. Stadium.
Hey, I got a good one. Uptown Pizza Stadium.
Oh man.
There, I'm just throwing my little 2 cents in there.
That's a Youngstown pizza joint here in town. But Johnny.
But you can't pick them. You can't pick them. Belleria, Uptown.
John Vito, who just
Elton.
John Vito just texted it. Just chimed in. John Vito would say, "No, man, Belleria Pizzeria Stadium." Belleria Stadium. I'm all for that.
I'm gonna get all West Side on you, Ray. How about Wedgwood Pizza Stadium?
Freddie Fernando's a good friend. Freddie's a good guy.
We got so
great
much
food, great pizza.
So much good pie in this town.
Yeah.
We are. If we got nothing else, we got pie.
Well, we got a lot of things, including that.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
What?
I don't know what you mean. I have no clue what you meant.
I'm sorry. Carry on, dude.
Anyhow, that's what's going on there with Papa John's. He's basically stepping down because he used a racial tone in context of what he was saying. But in other words, he was repeating what another guy said. And the fact that he used the word repeat, not that it's his words, he's repeating it what the other guy said. They asked him to step down, and I don't know, man. It's just look, the NFL, man, they're doing whatever they can do to do the slip and slide. So
and that's why I'm so tired of the NFL anymore, Ray. I mean, honestly.
You and both. How about this? Just another sidebar. Serena Williams playing her first, or it's her second tournament in over a year, is back in the finals.
I love her, Ray.
Yeah, Wimbledon.
I love her. That's, oh my God, I would drink her bath water. I'm just saying, I have a crush on her.
Anyhow, she's back in the finals against Angelique Kerber in a rematch. It's a rematch of the 2016 final in which Serena Williams won straight sets. About this, another tidbit. An LA artist, Jonas Never. It's N-A-V-E-R. I'm sure he calls it Nevar, but it's Never. I'm not sure. I don't know. I just say Jonas Never painted a picture of LeBron that said the King of LA on a billboard, but it was vandalized twice. They had thrown yellow paint on it and stuff. Now, how about this? It's at the corner of at a restaurant, the corner where the restaurant Baby Blues Barbecue in Venice, which I know very well because I used to take my kids to eat. It's right there, Venice, on the corner of Lincoln Boulevard, and just south of Rose Street. Just south of Rose Street, Baby Blues Barbecue. Matter of fact, you know, was one of the owners was Brian Bosworth. The boss.
No kidding.
The boss was one of the owners. As a matter of fact, so I used to see him there. So, and he was funny. Good guy. I like Brian. Good guy. My kids got a kick out of him. We used to go to eat a lot.
Well, you know, when Bo Jackson knocks you on your ass, you ain't got much left. You might as well have a good attitude.
Bo Jackson knocked a lot of guys on their ass too. So, but they're on the corner. They had a big billboard right over the restaurant, and they, not once but twice, because they said LeBron, the king of LA, and I guess somebody had a problem with the word "of," the king of LA, and they said because that's a lot of people said that's Kobe's town. A lot of people said Magic. That's still Magic's town. That Kobe was the king before LeBron, and so all this stuff. But Magic was the guy, man. Magic's the guy. So, but I just thought the fact that, in the bars, I don't know if he still has a priest of the joint. He did back then. That was only about 5-6 years ago. But anyhow, I thought that was fun. I actually know that joint very well. So if you go out there, you're in the Venice area, Santa Monica area, get some Baby Blues Barbecue. Baby Blues. Good joint. Good joints. And what else we can talk about? Talking about some fights. I guess we should talk about some fights. Fights coming up in the near future. Wait, one more. Again, little trivia tidbit. In those, I don't get it, but I get it in the sense that it's on because it's all over ESPN. The World Series of Poker. I guess it's a sporting event. So when they say sports, they didn't have to say athletic event. Sporting event. They should pool championships. Poker championship. So the World Series of Poker has been on, and I just saw this today. There's a gentleman named Nick Mannion. Mm-hmm. He made the final table of 9, and he's the overall chip leader. But here's how he won. And there was at a table. He had 2 people, and they had pocket kings. Now so I have pocket kings. You have pocket. Nobody knows that, right?
Right.
He had pocket aces.
Oh.
But you have pocket kings. So they're all in. You throw it in.
Bam.
And now you throw up your cards. You throw up the river. Boom. The 3 cards. But now he knocked them out. He had pocket aces. But the other, if you have pocket kings, you think I gotta win. I'm a winner. I'm all in. I'm busting everybody.
I'm not a poker fan, but I get that. I know exactly what you mean. That's like the 60-yard field goal sort of.
Nick Mannion. So
wow,
good job, brother. But you got pocket aces. Played it well.
Hey, Ray, I got a quick chime in for you here from your friend Scott Murray from Birmingham. Sorry, did I say that with a Scouse accent, Scott? I'm sorry. Scott was chiming in about Saturday, 15th of September.
Okay.
An evening with you, Ken Buchanan, Barry McGuigan.
Barry McGuigan.
Yep, and John Conte.
John
Funny,
Conte.
my Irish is better than my Italian, by the way.
John Conte.
Richie Woodhall and Steve Big Daddy Bunce. What's that all about?
Well, that's the event I've been doing the last couple of years. I've been going to England every year. My good friend Scott brings me over. It was funny because I was there 4 years ago. Didn't bring me back the following year because he said, Ray, we need a little time in between. Brought me back 2 years ago, and then brought me back last year. So the last 3 out of 4, and then I'm coming to this. So now I'm going for 3 years in a row. Scott, I hope I overstay my welcome. But they brought me in, and no, wait. 2 years. So it was 3 years, 4 years ago. We were in Birmingham, and then I was in Cardiff Wells, and then we went to last year. I was in Cardiff, and then last year we went to Scotland. No. So this is second year in a row. Yeah, three out of the last 4 I've been there. That's it. 2 years in a row. But the year after I was in Wales, he said, "No, Ray, you can't do that because people. It's 2 years in a row. People get tired of you. You get tired of seeing the same people." So he brought me back last year and bring me back this year. So I guess maybe they're not so tired. I don't know, Scott. Maybe they're not so tired of me. Anyhow, thanks for look for it, September 15th in Birmingham, and then we're gonna go to Ireland. We're going to Dublin to see our friends over there. So, anyhow, what else we got? Okay, so that was about Nick Mannion and the poker game. Okay, let's talk about some fights coming up. How about this? Now, we're talking about Vitaly Klitschko, who was nominated into the Boxing Hall of Fame this year, just this past summer, and Lennox Lewis, who was voted in 2012, 2013, fought for the heavyweight championship back in 2008, I believe. Might have been after 2008, and it was in LA. And Klitschko was winning on all cards by 2 points, but he got a severe cut, and the referee had to stop the fight in the 6th round. He was bleeding bad, but you know, because of that, this is another thing to me. I don't get sports. I guess I do when you're younger. Well, you do too. Don't get me wrong. I do get it when they show a lot of heart and they fight like crazy, like this Lenny Z did a couple weeks ago when he fought Alex Saucedo. He's bleeding like a pig all over the joint, and he stopped the fight. But people stood up and gave him standing ovations because he gave his heart and soul to the fight. And Klitschko did that night. But you know, I just what I don't get is they're talking about them doing a exhibition match. First of all, why? I don't get it. And second of all, but then I read today that that's not happening. That they were talking about it. They wanted these guys to go over to do an exhibition match at the WBC convention into Ukraine. Now they're going. Klitschko's Ukrainian, so they brought the WBC convention there, and they want to have him and Lennox do an exhibition match. But it's never an exhibition match. As I tell people, I've been asked to do exhibition matches several times. And I go, no. I'll be at ringside. I'll be the referee. I'll sit ringside, shake hands, kiss babies, take pictures. I'll do whatever you want. But I'm not, because it doesn't turn into an exhibition match. It turns into a real fight. If you smack me, I'm smacking you back. If you hit me, then you're going to hit me hard. I'm going to hit you harder. So the point being, it turns into a real fight, and you can't win.
I'm sorry, I thought you were daring me there for a minute.
No, you can't win. So it doesn't. These exhibition matches are stupid. I mean, I really think
no point
stupid.
to them. It's like a
when you
preseason
get two
game.
champions with a lot of pride, why would you do that? And anybody would be willing to is got to think twice, man. So anyhow, it's not happening. It's not happening. Pac-Man and Matisse is this Saturday. Lucas Matisse from Argentina, who's the defending champion, is fighting Manny Pacquiao, who's come back after a year layoff.
I love Manny.
And Manny's fighting. He's 40 years old. He has no business. He's fighting because he has to pay a lot. He has a lot of debt. And here's a guy's made hundreds of millions. He's given a lot to his country, married. He's been wonderful what he's done for his country. But he has to fight. Not saying pay off debt so much as his lifestyle and for whatever else. But he has to fight. Doesn't mean he wants to. He has to fight.
Gotta get paid.
So I don't get it, man. I really don't understand at that point, man. Manny Pacquiao, he's a congressman, senator in the Philippines, and 40 years old, man. He got no business fight. Really, he doesn't. But whatever reason.
Things have gotten really weird in that country too. The last like 5-10 years as well.
Also, some boxing coming up. They have now we have another super series. Now they're doing, they did 140 pounders. Did a super series. The light heavyweights did it. Cruiserweights, I think. Was it light? No.
Okay.
It was cruiserweight. They just did a cruiserweight. Did a super series, World Series of fighting, bring the best of the best, top 8 guys. They did it for doing it for our friend Regis Prograis. Was going to do it is in that Regis Prograis is doing it. And matter of fact, talking about my friend Regis, who we talked about a few times, is fighting tomorrow, Saturday night, in Nolens, his hometown of Nolens, and he's who's he fighting? I wrote it down here. He's fighting a gentleman. I didn't write that. Fighting a Mexican guy. Fighting a Mexican guy. But he's fighting there in his hometown, and he's the #1 contender. But he's going to be in this World Series boxing, and I think this is the first fight. So it's but now also they're doing a World Series of the bantamweights, 118 pounders, and some of the fighters that are in it are some good fighters, some good name fighters. Ryan Burnett from Ireland, Zolani Tete from South Africa, Emmanuel Rodriguez from Puerto Rico, Nonito Donaire. Nonito's a good friend of mine. Nonito from the Philippines, great 3-time champion. He's fighting in it too. And now we got, they call him the monster, Naoya Inoue. And Naoya, I'm saying his name wrong, but that's okay. The Japanese guy, the Monster Inoue. They call him the Monster. So I just say the Monster.
Actually, like I think that's right, Ray.
I give it Naoya. Naoya.
Yeah.
Inoue is the second last thing that I know. So he's 16-0, 14 knockouts, but you know he's 16-0 knockout, and he's going for his third title. He won his first title in his sixth fight. Junior flyweight, which is 108 pounds.
That's little.
Yeah, he won it. He won 108 pounds, right? He won the second world title in his eighth fight at junior bantamweight, which is 115 pounds. Now he's moving up to the bantamweight, which is 118. So the Monster gives it some real cred, and this guy is a beast. Thus, the Monster. So anyhow, just the thing about boxing, they get all these World Series now, which is good. Good for boxing. Good for boxing. Good for guys. Make some money.
Well, if they're gonna call the guy the Monster, why didn't they just go ahead and call him Godzilla?
I don't know.
Thinking off the top of my head, it's what I do.
Now, before we get too far into the show, I got to talk about an event coming up this Saturday night here in Youngstown. It's an event we've been doing now for the last 4 years. It's an event sponsored by my foundation, the Ray Boom Boom Mancini Foundation, and it's a night with the Steel Derby girls, roller derby event. We like to do things outside the box, Joe. Outside the box. Roller derby event.
Who doesn't love?
Tell me anybody you know. What other charity does a roller derby event?
You know, if I ever meet that guy Ray, I'll ask you to smack him for me.
That's it. No, you got a guy. Nobody does a roller derby event. We are the only ones. How about that I know of? So Saturday night, this Saturday night at the Youngstown Skate in Tiffany Plaza, the Youngstown Little Steel Derby girls. Little Steel Derby girls.
Yeah, that's right on Tiffany, right over by 224 exactly. and over there right by where I work.
Right. That's exactly right. Exactly. So the event starts at 6 o'clock. Again, man, come down, bring the kids, man. It's a lot of fun. Believe me, if anybody's never watched this in person, you get right on top of it. The girls are great. You're right on top of it. And these girls, they put their bodies through a lot. Believe me when I tell you.
It's like the Harlem Globetrotters on skates. It's a lot of fun.
But it is a lot of fun. And they hurt themselves. They beat themselves up. Yeah. So I really appreciate it. So, and then we're going to go over to anybody in town. So this is people from local people, obviously, from Youngstown and Mahoning County and Trumbull County in the area. Saturday night starts at 6 o'clock at the Youngstown Skate. But then right afterwards, we're going to go over to Susie's Dogs for a party. So, and if you want to just come to the party, it's just $5. Tickets will be at the door. And, come and join us for dinner. And just come join us for eat and all that good stuff.
Well, they got some good grub down there, that's for sure.
Now I'm announcing this. August 30th.
Uh-oh.
There's an event. August 30th at Susie's Dogs. I guess tickets are $5 for this. I'm having dinner with the winner of whoever. They buy tickets. It's a raffle ticket, and all the money. This is why I'm doing it. This is why I'm doing it.
What, you need a meal, Ray? I can lend you $10.
Exactly. Anybody, it's a. If your winner gets, we're gonna have dinner. Whoever wins the auction, the raffle, I should say, the raffle. I'm having a hot dog dinner. I got a hot dog dinner. Hey,
Ray, come on, I can get you some hot dogs, man.
Susie's Dogs are one of the top hot dog places in the area. Susie's Dogs, 10 toppings, all the top toppings. I know they had 10 toppings for hot dogs. I know that. 10 toppings, and we're gonna have hot dogs and crickets. Fried crickets.
Which is better than you think.
I love fried crickets. If you never had fried crickets, they taste like potatoes. You know, remember the little potatoes in a can with the salted? Yeah.
Little bundles of protein. Yeah. They're wonderful for you.
So that's what we're doing. I'm
a kraut and mustard guy, Ray, but I'm not judging.
No, man, you're gonna like that. They have 10 different toppings. Come down. The winner, I'll have a hot dog dinner with all the sides, all the trimmings. At I get laughing. Gourmet hot dogs. They're actually are gourmet hot, and they are gourmet hot dogs because they got different kinds of hot dogs. Vegetarian hot dog, which is actually very good. Beef,
You grew up in the 70s too, and still it's amazing, ain't it? Because when we were growing up, man, it was like an Oscar Mayer in a Schwabel's bun with some mustard on it, and eat it or go hungry.
And so now we got 10 different types. So anyhow, that's it. Selling tickets, and there'll be selling tickets tomorrow night, also in front of Huntington Plaza, in front of Susie's Dogs, over there at Huntington Plaza in Canfield. There's a market, flea market there. So the Still Derby girls, Little Still Derby girls, I say that fast 10 times. Little Still Derby girls will be skating around in their little, little outfits there, and selling tickets for the event. And all the money goes to the rescue mission of the Mahoning County, of the Valley, rescue mission of the Valley, Mahoning Valley. And everybody knows the rescue mission here is so very needed.
They do
sorely needed, and they do a great job.
They do a hell of a job. They get a lot of people back on their feet. They're just us housing folks. They're cycling folks through that are getting on with their lives, and they're doing beautiful work, brother.
So, anyhow, come on, support the cause. But again, tomorrow's event will be for tomorrow night's event. Our event for tomorrow night is for the rescue mission. So please come and support my foundation, support the Still Derby girls, and support the rescue mission. And to be an auction, there'll be a Chinese auction. Chinese auction, and then there'll be a raffle, and the winner will have gourmet
hot dogs.
Gourmet hot dog dinner with you on August 30th.
You're gonna eat wieners with Ray.
August dinner. Woo, man! All right, that's it. So there.
The only problem left with this show, Ray, is that occasionally it degenerates into an 8th grade study hall.
Yes. Also in the boxing world, coming up. What's that? My guy's over, Joe.
It wasn't me this time, Ray.
Right. Joe, just play this side. So in the boxing, let's do some boxing. This is theoretically it's supposed to be like a boxing show. So Ray Beltran, my friend Ray Beltran, who is a version of the lightweight title, is fighting his first title defense. He was supposed to defend it against Lomachenko, Vasily Lomachenko, but Loma obviously ripped, his shoulder out of place, so he got a surgery. He'll be back in the ring in December. So Ray, in the meantime, is going to fight Jose Pedraza August 25th, and it's going to be in Glendale, Arizona. And that's a war. Ray Beltran is just one of the best people. He's everything good about boxing. Let me tell you, he's one of them guys that's everything good about boxing. Him and his wife, lovely kids. I met his wife and his kids, and Ray's just a lovely, lovely man.
Nice to know there's still something nice left.
Yeah. And so Jose Pedraza was Ray was, I guess, supposed to fight Roman after Loma fell out. Supposed to fight Roman Andreas. That fight fell out. So he's going to fight Jose Pedraza with the winner. They're saying fighting Lomachenko on December 8th in New York at Madison Square Garden. So to be at the Garden, man, that's the place. Every little leaguer dreams of playing baseball in Yankee Stadium.
Right.
Every fighter dreams of fighting at the Garden.
Yeah.
So the winner of Ray Beltran, Jose Pedraza, will fight Lomachenko December 8th at Madison Square Garden. The co-feature of that fight will be Isaac Dogbe. My man, Isaac Dogbe.
Oh, yeah, I remember you talking about Dogbe.
Yeah, Isaac Dogbe from South Africa is going to be fighting Hidenori Otaki. Hidenori Otaki from Japan, obviously. So, Isaac Dogbe will fight Hidenori Otaki from Japan in the co-feature. So, in other words, this is going to be a great fight. Great night of fighting that on December 8th, Madison Square Garden. I was reading on some stuff here, and so I was looking back. They were talking about the top boxing storylines over the last 6 months, the first 6 months of the year.
Yeah.
So the top storylines. Here's the top storylines. Unification fights are all the rage now, and that for a long time they couldn't get two guys. Well, you couldn't get the WBC, WBA, but see, that was only when there was two to make it one. Now there's like 19. So now they're having, these unification, which is good. It is good for boxing. Man, there's too many titles. Good for boxing to get all those linear titles out of the way. but and good for guys. And I'm happy for guys to make money. I'm glad for fighters. Guys can fight for a title, make money. So I get it. Now, people, also you might be wondering why I'm looking this way, because my man Joe's over here. So I'm talking to Joe, not looking directly at the camera. Here's the camera. Here's Joe. So I'm looking this way because I'm talking to Joe. I don't want you to think I didn't know where the camera is at, but this is why I'm looking over this sideway. People going, why is he looking at the camera? We're over here. Bro.
Because he's afraid to look this way.
Oh, God. So the top storylines over the first 6 months about boxing. The unifications fights are all the rage. All the rage. Streaming is now a big part of the business. Streaming circuit, I guess, coming up at the end of August, there's gonna be a big fight on Facebook Live. They're streaming right now. Facebook Live streaming fights.
That's amazing.
Sullivan Barrera is gonna fight Shawnee Monahan, and Sullivan Barrera is promoted by Golden Boy Promotions. Shawnee Monahan, who I know is being promoted by Main Events, so they're doing a co-feature, so that'll be on Facebook Live. So there you go. So streaming is becoming a big thing now, right? Number 2, Joshua Wilder negotiations. The Joshua Wilder negotiations that, let me set this up for you. Eddie Hearn. First of all, Deontay Wilder said they offered Anthony Joshua $50 million to come over to America to fight for the title. They said, where's the money? The money was never produced. So Eddie Hearn, Anthony Joshua's manager, offered Wilder $15 million to come to Wembley to fight for 90,000 people. Guarantee him $15 million, but against
That's one of the biggest
a percentage.
venues. It's one of the biggest venues in the world.
90,000, and they'll sell it out because Joshua's done it before on lesser fights, and he'll get a percentage of TV gate. So you'll make more in the long run, but a guarantee of 15 against percentage. It didn't happen. So now Joshua's fighting Alexander Povetkin. I don't know who Wilder is going to fight, but I don't get it, man. Why the fight wasn't made? The two guys say they want to fight each other. They both said that the offers were made. And if Eddie Hearn offered Wilder a guarantee of $15 million against a percentage, I don't understand why it's not happening. Okay, so that's it. So Joshua Wilder negotiations. And number 1, obviously, Canelo Triple G soap opera. The Canelo Triple G soap opera is ongoing. They were supposed to fight May 5th on Cinco de Mayo, and then of course Canelo got not one but failed two drug tests by DACA, which is the
is this with the
doping,
beef again?
with the doping organization who tests athletes. So anyhow. He failed that test, and then he failed the second one. And he blamed it on clenbuterol was the stuff that they found in the system.
The meat.
And they blamed it on the meat.
The meat.
Yeah. But that is not to say he's lying, because that meat, that clenbuterol, the stuff that was found in the system has been found in meat in Mexico, in other places. So that has happened.
Yeah, it makes the cows bigger.
Duh. But why? But the fact that he ate it, didn't know he ate it, okay, I get it. I guess. I don't know. But you pretty much know what you put in your body. You should know. But I guess if that's what's kind of thing. I eat meat, if all of a sudden it's contaminated, I don't know. What
are you supposed to do? It's kind of like getting a contact high.
But then, so now the fight's made for September. Because the fight was called off, Triple G fought Vanes Marozsan for a lot less money. So he's saying because of that, he deserved a bigger piece of the pie later on, and they finally gave it to him. So he got it's a 55-45 split. They offered him originally a 60-30, and they finally went, and he said no, and they moved it up. They offered him 60-30. I gotta say he was gonna take it, or 65 or 70-30 split. I'm sorry, 70-30 split. Then a 65-35. And then he said, no, because I waited. I lost money waiting around. This guy messed up. I didn't mess up. So now it's a 55-45 split. So anyhow, that's the big topics of the boxing world over the last 6 months.
Can I ask a question about that, Ray?
Sure.
Regarding consolidation of the titles, do you think it's actually feasible, though they're making an effort, do you think they'll be able to pull it off, and maybe, and not from the difference between sports entertainment and sports, but maybe follow some kind of larger league model? Like you were talking about, they're having these World Series sort of deals.
Yeah.
That maybe they should start some sort of league where you have teams of boxers, where you got a guy in each division.
They've been talking about that forever, and they actually had it. And that's all she was going to happen. They had 8 different cities around the country. They actually had it.
Okay, cool.
But because it didn't happen because for reasons in fighting. If I get hurt, I get cut, I'm out for X amount of time.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they're supposed to have backups. You know, they have guys that would fill in, and they had it set. They were going to do it, but getting the promoters involved. And then I said, no, we're not going to get the promoters involved. We're going to be the promoter. We're going to be the sanction. We're going to be the sanctioning body, or whatever organization was. But for whatever reason, it never got off the ground, and I don't know why. In theory, it's a good concept. In theory, they got MMA leagues. In theory, it's a good concept. In reality, it ain't worked.
I mean, MMA is still fairly scattered, but not nearly as much.
No. So yeah, they've been talking about doing a boxing league for a long time. And in theory, it's a good idea. So you got to get sponsors. You got, team owners. I said people willing to put the money for the fighters. I guess we'll see. But maybe down the road in the future. Okay, we're gonna close the show out early because I'm so embarrassed by the show Tuesday that I don't want to stick around. I'm embarrassed. I'm gonna lick my wounds and go home.
Can I give you some broadcasting advice, though, Ray? Here's the thing. As the great James A. Trafficant once said, "Let it go, Louis. Let it go."
Oh yeah.
Today is another day.
Oh, it's over. But
we'll do it again.
We'll do it again. But we will have it right. Next time we do it, man, on the streets, we will have it right, so everybody can at least hear it. I don't know if you're gonna enjoy it. At least you'll hear it. If you want to criticize it, at least you'll hear it to be able to criticize it. But okay, here's the last thing we'll talk about. There's a movie I've been watching, Hotel Transylvania. This little animated film.
Oh, that's great.
And so Hotel Transylvania #2. Okay?
I haven't seen that one. Fill me in, brother.
No, it's coming out.
It's coming out. It ain't out yet.
No. So, it's in respect to that, and in the same vein, I was thinking about my top 5 Draculas. I used to watch Dracula movies. I love Dracula movies. So I'm going to give my top 5 Draculas in Dracula movies and what year. I'm going to tell you the year they came out. My top 5 Draculas of all time. So here we go. See how this random, don't mean, got all over the joint. We're talking about the 5 top Dracula movies for me. Again, my opinion.
I'm going to be very interested to see this because...
Top 5. Here we go. Number 5.
Let me have it.
Number 5. Well, you got to give it to the original champ. The original champ. Bela Lugosi. Bela Lugosi in 1931.
Yep.
Dracula. Dracula. That's what, yeah. So, Dracula, just that's it.
I never drink wine. How do you like that, huh? Little Lugosi for you.
Number 4, Lon Chaney Jr., who was a man of 1,000 faces. Oh, no, his father was the man of 1,000 faces. I'm sorry.
Mm-hmm.
There was a movie made about his father, the man of 1,000 faces, Lon Chaney Sr., but it's Lon Chaney Jr., who also starred in all these flicks of monsters, horror flicks. Son of Dracula, that was made in 1943.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Number 3. I remember seeing this. This one, I saw this when I was a kid, and it scared the hell out of me. Christopher Lee in Horror of Dracula, which originally came out in 1958.
Oh, I love Horror of Dracula. Isn't that the one where the cross falls on him at the end?
I think so. Exactly.
Oh my God, I love that movie.
Yes. Christopher Lee.
Chiller Theater on Channel 11 from Pittsburgh Theater, man. Chilly
right.
Billy, there you go, baby.
Number 2, Gary Oldman, Bram Stoker's Dracula from 1992.
Love it.
Gary Oldman was right on. And number 1, for me, Frank Langella, who played Dracula 1979.
I did not expect you to call Langella number one.
Man, Frank Langella.
You surprised me there, right?
Frank Langella, man.
But that was kind of like a revival of the franchise
right.
because it had been so long since Christopher Lee had done
That's
one.
right.
Speaking of vampire movies, though, there's a movie called Shadow of the Vampire. Have you heard of this film? You should look at this movie, Shadow of the Vampire. I'm trying to think. Eddie Izzard is in it. There's actually a bunch of people in it, but you're familiar with the original Dracula they did in like the silent film.
Oh, okay,
yeah. And
Nosferatu.
Nosferatu, exactly. Well, this movie is about the filming of Nosferatu, but it posits that Max Schreck, who was the guy that played Count Orlok, was actually a vampire when they were shooting the movie. It's a brilliant flick. Shadow of the Vampire. Look it up. It's good stuff.
You hear that, folks? Shadow of a Vampire.
See, I contribute once in a while.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, okay. With that being said, again, before we close it up here, watch my friend Regis Prograis this weekend. I believe ESPN, defending his title in his hometown of New Orleans. Kick and fight, man. Kick and fight. Should be a great fight with the Mexican guy. Action-packed fight. Again, for the local people, Saturday night, we have our Still Valley girls skating at the Youngstown Skate for our roller derby event. That's going to benefit my foundation.
It's right over on Tiffany Boulevard, folks.
That's it. Tiffany Boulevard here in Youngstown, or Poland, the suburb of Youngstown.
Same thing, almost.
It is the same thing.
Almost.
And then we, in turn, it benefits our foundation, but it benefits the rescue mission. So our foundation is doing this for the rescue mission of the Mahoning Valley. So much needed. And so we hope that you'll come out, support it. And again, tomorrow night at the Huntington Plaza over there in Canfield, in front of the Susie's Dogs and Mission Tacos, there's a little fair, street fair, or not street fair, they put, people have different events and food fair. That's the word, food fair. Little food fair out there tomorrow night, and the girls will be skating around, selling tickets for the event, as well as October 30th, gourmet hot dog dinner with me at Susie's Dogs for October 30th. So anyhow, it all benefits the Ray Boom Mancini Foundation, and also, again, our rescue mission of the Valley will be the recipients of all the money. So, thank you for watching. I hope we didn't take up too much of your time. I hope whatever time you spent, you enjoyed. Have a good time. We'll be back next Tuesday. But until then, take care of each other, love each other. God bless. Good night.